Excuse me. Alright, what's up everybody? Today I will be doing a silver for Varus game. So we just take a look at this matchup. Thought I changed nameplates. I can't seem to turn nameplates off. Wait. I don't understand. Okay, well, I can't turn nameplates off. I wonder if they disabled that or what. So we're gonna have nameplates, unfortunately. That's okay. Oh well. Yeah, weird. There's no... It's like they took off the ability to disable nameplates. But anyway, so you are Varus Sona against Kate Janna. So you guys have tremendous amount of poke, sustain, very all-in potential. You're very strong duo lane. Janna Kate has very strong poke, and they're going to be very strong in short trades, where Kate gets a Janna shield, gets some damage on you, and then you trades a little bit of damage back that's blocked by the Janna shield, and then she dips out. That's how they want to play the lane. They want to play small trades where they're using Janna shield to get bonus damage on their trade, while simultaneously blocking damage from you, and then backing out of the trade once the Janna shield is down, because you are stronger. So what that means for you is that you really want to keep trading even after especially after the Janna shield goes down. You want to keep going, keep trading. Force long extended trades because you will win them. Okay, sorry, just getting stuff set up. Okay, now I'm ready. Oh, they're actually lane swapping. Fascinating. So you need to recognize right now that Kate's top, and you don't see their bottom lane, and this is fine. If you don't push like this, what's gonna happen is you're gonna build up a minion wave. So there are pretty much two options here. First option is you can shove this wave right away and try to get early level 2, which looks like you realize now. Second option is to just last hit like you were doing, and what that's gonna do is that's gonna build up a giant minion wave. You want the second minion wave to hit your first minion wave right about here, so it kind of converges into one big minion wave. Because if a small amount of minions... So, see how Sona's being really aggressive and really punishing him for getting that last hit? That's what you need to do in a 2v1 situation. But remember, you don't want to be so aggressive that like you're zoning yourself out of experience or something like that. Wow, he hit level 2 really fast. I didn't quite pay attention to level 1. Did he take double golems or something? Weird. Anyway, so you want to punish him right here for any last hits he gets. You want to punish him with right clicks. So that's good. You guys are doing a great job so far in a 2v1. 2v1s are weird. They're really dependent on the jungles. Really dependent on the jungles. For example, it's kind of weird to gank your 1v2 lane, because if you do that gank, it's just still a 2v2 and it can be hard to really converge anything on that gank. Or on the flip side, it's really easy to dive 1v3 down here. So I mean, this Renekton, you guys have dive potential on. He's such low health right now. This is where you can be communicating with your jungle and say, hey, Volibear, come dive this guy, come dive this guy. And this is why I'd actually recommend against lane swaps in solo queue, especially at lower levels, because people just don't know how to play them correctly. They don't even know how to play them correctly at high levels, let alone low levels. So yeah, I would just, I don't know, I don't really like this this lane swap, but I mean, I also don't really see the point of it for the enemy team at all, unless they're just like really terrified of Varus Sona. It's really weird lane swap. I don't get the point. So what you can do, you know how pros play this is they're going to try to push this tower really fast. They're going to build up massive creep waves that hit the tower. They're going to either dive this guy and try to take the tower. The jungle is either going to come and dive this guy to try to take the tower, or they're going to just come help this guy farm at tower and not get dove. So pretty much either hit Renekton or the tower in a situation like this. I know you're just auto-attacking a lot to push the minions, but... really bad to not react to that at all. And someone has to flash. So that's something where you can ping to help your support see that that's happening, and the Vi's right there. Absolutely no reason to flash. You guys had that warded. So, I mean, at least Kennan's CSing better than Renekton, which is good. But I didn't realize this was going to be a 2v1. So 2v1, I mean, it's really boring. It's hard to say much about this early game. It's really going to depend on how you transition and rotate and start playing the mid game. Who takes their tower first, etc. But really, this is something where you communicate with your jungle and say, look, come dive, come dive, come dive. This guy's low health. Because you guys have had him less than, you know, between 50 and 30% health this whole time. That makes him very, very easy to dive when he's that low, especially before 6. Once Renekton's 6, you have to deal with the stun under tower, his health gain from his ulti, just his AoE damage from his ulti. It's going to be much harder to dive the guy. If you find yourself in a 2v1 situation in solo queue, it's really, really strong to dive their solo laner, take the tower. It puts them really far behind, and then transition into something else and start taking objectives. Leveling Q on Varus is fine, I think. I haven't played Varus in a long time. He used to always level E, but they nerfed E and buffed the shit out of Q, so I imagine that leveling Q is just a-okay now. Okay, I'm just gonna speed this up because this is really boring. So you take the tower early. So now, what are you gonna do? So you've taken the bot tower early. Now you either transition top and start working on pushing down top tower, or you try to force this dragon. You come bot again and you try to force the dragon. That's pretty much your options. And Kennen just killed in the got first blood in a 2v1 lane, which is so good for your team. So Sona's going top. I don't know what you're doing. You don't really want to solo against a Renekton that has a level advantage on you. That's pretty dangerous. So your team is fighting, fighting, fighting. You run mid, pick up the kill. That's great. So really, I mean, that's totally fine. You run mid, pick up the kill. So now what you want to do is you want to go top and you want to start trying to push down top tower. That's kind of your goal. Oh, you guys should fight this. You guys are both level 6. Why aren't ultis coming out? Why are ultis not coming out from either of you? They're both level 5, you guys are both level 6. You know that Kassadin and Vi were low and in base, and you see your Renekton bottom. I mean, that should have been summoners at least for both of them. Right here too. Why are you guys not fighting? Janna's not 6 yet. You guys have a huge advantage right here. Okay. So big mistake right here. 1A, first mistake, look at your items. You have a BF sword and a Doran's Blade, the Kate pickaxe, Doran's Blade boots. You are way stronger than them, not only from items, but you guys are both level 6 and they were both level 5, and you guys are like trading right here. Well, both of you have ults. What's up with that? Why are you so scared? You are ahead of them in levels, you're ahead of them in experience, and the difference between level 5 and 6 is huge. An ultimate ability, I mean, called ultimate abilities for a reason. They're absolutely massive, and having an advantage where both of you have your ultimates and neither of them do, and you can use them and fight them right here, right now, and you're just like, nah, I'll wait. What are you waiting for? There's no better time. You're stronger in items and experience, and you have ultimates and they don't. I mean, why wait for that? Like, be aggressive and do not hesitate. Make plays happen. That's how you win solo queue. That was really, really, really poor right there. Like, you should have gone in on that. That 100% would have been Caitlyn's flash or even a kill, because you could have just stun locked her. You can still kill her right now. If you just ult her, that is kill potential for you when your Q is up. She is so low, and Janna's not even 6 yet. You should be picking the shit out of this and saying ult, 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 telling Sona to ult, or just fucking ult her. I mean, I don't know why you're playing so scared. You need to man up. Yeah, I mean, this Kate is 50% HP and Janna is still level 5, and you guys are still playing. Look, why are you guys not ulting them? I don't get it. Volibear is here. It's finally Sona ults her. Why are you farming creeps? Like where were you at? Where was your ulti there? That okay, so this is two just huge misplays that just came out from you. You didn't ult them when they were both level 5 and trading with you. Oh my god, what did I just do? Okay, what's the key binding to reset camera to normal? To camera champion. Is there like a default camera? I don't even know. Oh, whoops, what did I just do? Anyway, this camera will be fine. Anyway, so right here, are you just not paying attention to either your jungle or your support? So when you're dueling laning, you always want to stay at the same level as your support. So look at this. Look how far away you are from your support. Why are you this far away from your support? You need to help her. Get up here and help her. And you should be paying attention to your jungle. You should recognize your jungle's here looking for a gank, and you should be ready to help. Never be this far away from your dual lane partner, either if you're support or your AD carry. Why? Because if Janna's with her AD carry, which she's not, like, pretend the jungle isn't here, right? If Sona goes up like this to poke, Janna and Caitlyn both get to hit Sona. Sona just trades with Kate, but Kate trades with her and Janna trades with her. There's no way Sona comes out ahead of that. But if you are at the same level with your support, you both trade on this Caitlyn and you chunk the shit out of this Caitlyn. But anyway, you're just not paying attention. You're not even there. I mean, that's... If you were there and you got your ulti off, that's 100% kill on Caitlyn. If you got your ulti, you would have bursted her in the ulti. But anyway, you guys should definitely take this tower now. Especially since you killed Caitlyn anyway with the piercing arrow. Okay. So good. You guys are really far ahead. That's really good. Sona's dueling with Vi. I don't know why Vi didn't kill you. I think she probably could have 2v1'd you with ulti, but... So the name of the game is objectives. You guys are on the fast track for objectives and the ability to take complete control of this game with global gold. That's kind of what you're on the fast track for because of that lane swap. So you need to look at pushing mid tower, taking dragon, and top tower. Just push towers, dragons, towers, dragons. That should be your goal right now. And don't fall behind on farm. So going mid here is a weird choice, and all the pings are telling you, because Talon's already mid, they just have one person mid and they have two people top, so kind of weird for you to go mid, but that's okay. Just wasting some time. You guys pick up the kill on Vi, Volibear dies. And you're not able to convert another kill. Oh my god, that snipe. I was just gonna say, so here's the situation where instead of chasing kills, you probably want to go on like towers, but you had a brilliant snipe there, so I mean that's fine, picking up that kill, and Talon gets mid, so. But now the question is, why are you mid now? So, okay, one thing I'm seeing with your play is you're not making good choices about where to be and where to apply pressure. So here, you're right here, and you see Talon just took mid tower, and you see Caitlyn is top, and your Sona is going top. Your decision is either to go top, help, fight this Caitlyn, defend the push, or go mid and help the Talon. Problem is, Talon just got mid tower. He's pushing hard. Two people are coming back from base. You should expect that they're going mid, and there's nothing mid for you to do. But if you went top, Sona has ulti, Sona has E slows. Kate is pretty pushed up. This is massive kill potential on this Caitlyn. If you kill Caitlyn, you can then easily push this tower. So not a good choice to come mid. You just don't really do anything when you come mid here. Trying to steal the blue buff. That's alright. It was a good try. Okay. Now you're out of mana. So you are huge right now. I mean, you are absolutely strong. Okay. I mean, they can't even really fight. You're so strong. I mean, they can fight 4v3. Oh, don't get caught by Vi like that, though. This is dangerous. Oliver's ghosting, but you're caught out. Where's the team? Where's the team? Really early barrier by you. I guess that's fine since you were to take damage. So just a quick note on barrier like that. Don't barrier so early. Against better players, the Vi would literally just wait for your barrier to time out before chunking you like that. Maybe you did it once you started charging your Q, but against good players, when you barrier, they're just not gonna hit you while barrier's up. They're gonna save their cooldowns and everything so for when it's down. Um, so just keep that in mind. You want a barrier as damage is coming at you they're already committed to. So while like a spell is in the air or stuff like that. So when you're in a game like this where you are really strong, you are very strong for the game, you can't die. You can't do something stupid because that will instantly throw all the pressure and your lead away. And this is something I see a lot of people do. They're like, I played so well. I was like 12-2. How did I lose the game? Well, you lost the game because you did something stupid and died and lost all of the pressure that you being fed was putting on the enemy team. Knocked on, getting a kill. So they're super low here. You should be able to just take this tower. So you gotta hit the tower right here. Like you just kind of walked, didn't do anything. Pressure this tower, pressure this tower. You got ulti up, land that ulti and they're dead. You're running yourself even though. I know you're out of mana, but don't forget Varus' E is a healing debuff, so if you threw that on the ground below Janna, the heal would have been massively reduced. So you're really strong in this game, and you're in a good position to carry this. Oh, this Renekton just killed 2 people, though. Sona picking up the slack, though. Anyway, so you're really strong in this game, and how are you going to take advantage and how you need to turn this game into a win because you're so strong is you need to ensure objectives for your team. So right here, okay, you're warding, but you better be pushing this tower. I guess you're warding, which is the safe play. Granted, you could see Vi was fighting your teammates down there. So Caitlyn just chunked. So this is where, let me rewind this. We'll talk about this, so. So LOL replay will be kind of glitched until we catch this up, so. Good crit, damn. Anyway, so you have Kate really chunked, especially after that Q. So Caitlyn's really chunked right here, and so you go for the ulti. That's fine, but you missed the ulti. Right here, you missed the ulti. You should know that Janna's gonna be here very soon. You missed the ulti. Just start hitting the tower. Just say, okay, I don't get the kill, but I'm just gonna start hitting the tower. Say, whatever, missed the ulti. Try again later. It's now my focus is on the tower. But instead, you kind of awkwardly run at her, force the flash because she flashes your Q, get chunked to half health, and then have to run away. And you didn't get any damage on this tower. So I just encourage you to focus on towers and objectives. That should be your focus. You're also out of mana now, which is a little scary. So you've lost pressure in this top lane now. You don't have kill pressure on Caitlyn because you don't have mana. So remember, focus objectives, objectives. Towers and dragons. That should be your goal. When you're this strong as an AD carry, you can make big plays in the terms of those objectives. So you would probably have this dead, or at least almost dead, if you, if you hit the tower on that one. God damn it, camera. Why do you keep going to direct it? Okay, so good job. You get the tower. Sona ults the Kate. Janna has a good ulti. You flash for nothing. Oh, Caitlyn E's the wrong way, and you pick up the kill. Well, Sona gets the kill. That's too funny. That Caitlyn E. Anyway, so good job picking up the tower and a kill. Now, remember what I said. Dragons, dragons, dragons. Your team just got dragon like 2 minutes ago, so that's really good. So your team is up 7k gold. Your team has a massive, massive lead right now, and you should recognize that you have an absurd lead. You're up 4 towers, you're up dragons, you're up 4 kills. You should recognize that we are strong. And when that happens, you should force things. You should group up. Your team has great AoE synergy. You should group up and force things. You should tell your team, group and push top, group and push mid, group and Baron, etc. Instead, your team is kind of getting split and getting caught and all that fun stuff. So you should try to group. I mean, you're really strong, and you need to help your team out because you are so strong. So you're doing a good job of putting pressure on this tower. That's fine. That's good. It alleviated pressure mid. So what happened because you pushed this so hard? They didn't push mid because they're like, okay, there's 2 people mid. It's going to be hard to push. Varus is going to give that tower for free. We better stop him. So that was fine. Really good decision there. So just keep up the pressure. Keep hitting that tower. I don't care about that. Okay, so you recognize that your team is fighting, and so you come in here to clean up a little bit. So great job. You guys pick up a couple kills. Renekton is bottom. Why are you not Baroning? Why are you not Baroning? Why are you not doing Baron? Excuse me. You just killed 2 people right next to Baron, and 1 person is bottom. What are you doing? Like, death timers are kind of short, so you got a ways to push before your creep wave even hits this inhib tower. You're probably going to take this inhibitor tower, but taking that inhib is going to be risky. And you could have just had a completely free Baron, I mean. And see, now Kassadin's up, so this is risky because, you know, you dove and you traded a kill. You got the inhibitor tower, now staying for this inhibitor is really risky. I really think Baron would have been a better move right there. Baron would have been completely free. This inhib tower was already really low. It would have been really easy to take with Baron, especially because you have such a strong AD carry, and Varus is a pretty long range AD carry with 575 range. It's easy for him to hit the tower. So I really feel like that's an opportunity for Baron. You kill 2 people right there by Baron, 1 person's bot. You ping that Baron and your team will come. I guarantee it. You kill 2 people and you're all right here at Baron and you ping it, people will naturally come to that Baron. They will listen to you. And so you can make that call and your team will follow you. As far as your build, going Bloodthirster, Infinity Edge is something I really only recommend when you're really far ahead. Which you are. You're pretty far ahead. Really, so the thing with AD carry builds is attack speed, attack damage, and crit all synergize with each other. So the more you get of any one of those stats, the more valuable the other 2 get. So since you have Bloodthirster with a lot of attack damage, attack speed and crit are going to scale really well for you. Why are you not ulting? I don't... Okay, so you waited for your ulti and just hit Vi. I don't know about that one. Anyway, I'll rewatch this team fight. So this is where the throws start. Let's go all the way to the start. Okay. So Volibear is with you guys, and then he just dips. I don't know why. He just fucking dips. So this is where Volibear dips, and you need to ping him and say, come back, volley. You need to lead your team in solo queue, communicate. Why is your volley not with your team when you're 4 people pressuring an open inhibitor? You need to tell him, come here, get the inhib, open inhib. That's the first mistake here. The second mistake is Kennen goes in. When you see Kennen go super aggressive like that, start back pinging because this is 4v5. Volibear is bottom. Say back, just type no volley really quickly. You recognize that this is not good. So it's good poke, and that's fine. Now this is where things get bad. Kennen walks on a trap, things get hairy. Vi goes in. They're fighting. Talon is walking to Volibear. Vi is dunking Kennen. Oh god, Renekton's running at you. This is when you ultimate. You hit this ulti, it's gonna hit Kate, Janna, and maybe even Kassadin if he Rift walks in here really soon, which he probably is going to. It might even spread to Vi. This is when you ulti right here. Okay, so you ulti right after the Sona ulti, which is fine. And it doesn't spread to Kate somehow, but that's okay. Yeah, and so I mean, you guys just get absolutely wrecked 4v5, and Kennen gets picked off before he can do anything. He couldn't even get his ulti off, which is suck. Anyway, so I mean, your biggest mistake there is you need to lead your team, and you need to tell Volley, like, you need to come here, and then you need to tell your team, we need to back the fuck up if Volley Bear is not here. So this is bad. This is the start of the throws. At least Volley gets a tower. They don't go for Baron for some reason. They go for, I guess, outer tower and inner tower. Ooh, bad idea there. Using your flash there was I mean, obviously a mistake. Your flash didn't get it. It may have been worth it if you killed the Caitlyn. But I mean, you didn't kill a Caitlyn, which makes it a pretty silly flash. You're gonna need flash to deal with this Renekton probably. This Renekton and Cassidy and Vi. It's a very heavy diving team. So you get the inhib, and now you need to back out. Good, so you get a kill, you just need to back out. This is where you start backpinging your team, you say get out, get out, get out. There's nothing, oh no, okay. This was absurdly risky what you just did. There's no inhib here. There's nothing for you guys to do here, and you just walked over here to try to fling a Q at Caitlyn. And that's really dangerous for you, and now Renekton's on you. Now your team has to fight. So I'm gonna watch this fight in slow-mo. This Renekton is just bossing it up. So much damage coming out from him. Will he go down? He goes down. Cassidy clean up though. Janitor Cassidy is on duty. Cassidy clean up in the house. This dive is not a good decision at all. Okay. So you know what I was talking about earlier? How when you're really far ahead, how you turn that into a win, and what you don't do something stupid and die? This is that doing something stupid and dying that's going to cost you the game. So what happened? This is like exactly what happens in situations like this. And so I'm going to go all the way back. And we're going to go all the way back to the start of all this. See what happened. Okay, let's play. Okay, started a little too far back. So you get the inhib. Perfect, got the inhib. Now get the hell out of there. What are you doing? Is just gets caught. I mean, and you guys save him, and you kind of start a fight. You pick off the Vi. Perfect, you pick the Vi. Now get the hell out of there. There's nothing here for you guys. You can't win a fight this close to their double towers. Caitlyn can sit under them and get free damage. You guys are low against a Cassidy, who has potential to get home guards. Very, very scary threat for low people. You guys need to get out of here, and this is where things go bad. You walk into them to try to get that Caitlyn Q off, or that Q off on Caitlyn. Look, you just walked so close to them. Look at that Renekton. You see this Renekton? This is a happy crocodile. He's drooling right now. He's like, oh, Varus, you're gonna walk that close to me? Okay, buddy. He's drooling. And he gets on you, and now your team has to fight. Your team went from a guaranteed to a free inhibitor you could have just walked away from. Now you're fighting them. When two people are low health, you're out of mana. And this is where things get scary. You guys are kind of winning the fight, but you have to remember this Cassidy is still there, and you have so many people that are low health. And then here comes Cassidy for one. Rift walks over the wall, flashes away. He's still alive. You guys turn on the Janna. That's a big mistake. Look at Vi's death timer. Vi's alive now. Vi's alive. You can't overstay your welcome, especially in Season 3 with home guards. You pick up the Janna, but now you're dead because you just tower dove to pick up the support kill. And that's shutdown gold. That's 500 gold. That's 500 gold for Vi and 250 gold for Cassidy, and another kill for Vi and Cassidy. Those are not people you want to get gold. So earlier when I talked about when you're doing really, really well in a game and you're strong and you're like 6-0, and you know, you end up going 12-2 and you're like, how the hell did I lose that game? You made some dumb mistake where you died for no reason and got caught. That's typically what happens. In all my experience doing these replays, I've been doing them for like almost, hell, 2 years now, off and on. Every single time it's the same thing. A person that gets fed and loses the game, they do something really dumb that gets them caught out and really cost their team a lot of pressure and advantage. You went from having a free inhib you could have walked away from to, I don't even know how many traded, but the bottom line is that at the very least you traded kills and objectives, or not objectives. You didn't give up any objectives, which is good, but you did trade kills. Trading kills when you're 10k gold ahead is not a good thing to do. You're giving them shutdown sprees, you're giving them experience that helps them catch up because you have an experience advantage, so they get more kills, they get more experience from the kills, etc. So you guys should still be looking to win team fights. You should hopefully have an Oracles this pink ward battle. If you don't have an Oracles, tell someone to get an Oracles. As AD carry, if you don't really want to get an Oracles, you can pick up pink wards if you have some extra cash. But you need to either tell Sona or Volley specifically to get an Oracles. The best way to do that, don't say someone get an Oracles, because then Sona's going to think, okay, Volibear's going to get it, and Volibear's going to think, okay, Sona's going to get it. Neither of them are going to get an Oracles. So the best way to do it in solo queue is just ask. Where's the ult? I'm confused why you didn't just ult Caitlyn right there. But as soon as she flashed before she netted, she was in your ulti range, and that's the ulti you gotta hit. I mean, maybe you're just not familiar with ulti range on Varus, but that was in range, and if you hit that, that's a guaranteed kill on Caitlyn, and that turns into a Baron, that turns into big objectives. So don't hesitate. If you see that opportunity, you take it. So this is kind of why I don't like the BT Infinity Edge build. It's gonna take you a long time to get a Last Whisper. And right now Renekton has Randuin's. You know, Vi has Ninja Tabby, looks like she's also working on her Randuin's. They have a lot of armor on this team, so you're gonna be much less effective. This is why I don't like going both Infinity Edge and Bloodthirster first, because it's gonna delay your Last Whisper so long. Last Whisper is so key on AD carry. AD carries are essentially the tank killer on your team. They are the tank killer. They do the most damage. Their job is primarily to hit tanks because that is what they are able to hit. And you know who's going to kill this Renekton? It has to be you. No one else can really kill this Renekton. So, I mean, I really don't like going BT and Infinity Edge because it's going to delay your Last Whisper for a long time. If you didn't have Infinity Edge right now, you would already have Phantom Dancer Last Whisper. And you would just be much more effective. So in a sieging situation like this, your job as AD carry is to hit the tower. And you've done a pretty good job of that. You were definitely been focusing the tower. You've done a nice job of that. So nothing wrong with that coming out from you. You also have to be really careful not to get close to Kassadin like that. So, I mean, you guys are low, you're not making any progress. Oh, I'm sorry, you are making progress, so you've been doing fine. You should hear that it just said their inhibitor is going to respawn soon, and you should look to... oh, you have to be really careful about getting that close. No, too close. Yeah, and you're caught out. Yep. So that's going to happen. You need to recognize the team comp of the team you're playing against. Kassadin, Vi, Renekton. If you are slightly out of position as Varus, you're going to get blown up. Your team's able to clean up, which is really good. Your team did a really nice job. They should be able to pick up 2 inhibitors off this. Talon is, I'm assuming, typing for some reason. Maybe he's DCing. That would be a terrible DC. You have to deal with this Vi, unfortunately. Home guards are pretty brutal. Nice, so your creeps took the 1 inhibitor, your team takes the second. Great play by your team. Okay, so you have 2 inhibitors down. Now is the time for Baron. They can't really leave their base, so this is when you tell your team, and specifically say, Sona get oracles please, or Volley get oracles please. Don't just say someone get oracles, because then everyone's just going to brush it off and assume someone else is going to get it. But just call somebody out and be like, Sona, can you get oracles please? This is where Baron should be free. You got 2 inhibitors down. Let the creep waves push in with super minions. And they're going to have to deal with those. Those are going to be hard creep waves to deal with. Right now is not quite the time to force the Baron, as they can leave their base right now. They don't have super minion waves in their base. But it should be easy for you guys to force them out for the Baron. This should be a caught Janna. Never mind, I guess Kenna doesn't have ult. Oh god, their whole team's there. Oh god. Rip. Rip Kennen. Oh, Janna doesn't die. That sucks. So anyway, it's now a 4v5 if you guys force this Baron. The thing is that you can be patient right here. Their lanes are going to push. The longer you force them to be here in the Baron area without fighting, you need to ult this and just disengage. Okay, so ulti came out a little late, but nah, you get dunked. Yep. And this is what I was talking about delaying that last whisper. You can't handle Vi and Renekton on you right now. You can't kill them. And this is because you don't have Last Whisper, you're not going to be able to kill those champions. And so, okay, this is what I was talking about. I was talking about how with 2 inhibitors down, they're not going to be able to leave their base to get Baron, but that time is not yet. Their super minions literally just hit their base. Your super minions just got here. So you can't be this aggressive and pressuring the Baron area like this, assuming that they're not going to be there yet. Soon. Now they have 3 waves pressuring their base. This is when they can't really do anything and they can't leave their base. But you guys jumped the gun. You guys went up here way too early. You know, Kennen got caught, and that's unfortunate. But then you need to back out. You guys establish vision control on the Baron. You don't need to be so close. You don't need to be looking for a fight here. That's just not good because it's 4v5. You don't know where they are. They don't even need to be in their base yet. So that's where, once again, that leadership mentality and solo queue comes into play. You need to help direct your team. You need to say, team, get out of here. Just start typing 4v5 and spamming back pings. And that should get people out of there. I mean, you're so behind on your Last Whisper, and it's honestly part of what's losing you fights. You can't deal with these tanks that are diving you because you don't have Last Whisper. Vi and Renekton both have Randuins, and you still don't have Last Whisper. You are a fed AD carry 35 minutes into the game, and you can't deal with the tanks that are diving you, and that's a problem for your team. Fed AD carry should shred tanks. AD carry is the tank killer, and you can't kill their tanks, even though you were at one point the most fed person on your team. That's an item build mistake. You don't go Bloodthirster and Infinity Edge. Either go Blade of Ruin King, Infinity Edge, Last Whisper, or Bloodthirster, Phantom Dancer, Last Whisper, or Bloodthirster, Static Shiv, Last Whisper, though I probably wouldn't recommend going that on Varus, or Infinity Edge, Phantom Dancer, Last Whisper. Don't go BT, then Infinity Edge. It doesn't pay off. You need the Last Whisper. Your core 3 items as an AD carry are always an attack speed item, Phantom Dancer or Infinity Edge or Bloodthirster, and then Last Whisper. That attack speed item can be, you know, Blade of Ruin King, Phantom Dancer, or Static Shiv. And depending on the champions, like Tristana, it's a really good idea to go Blade of Ruin King because it helps with her. It helps alleviate her mid-weak game, and it also synergizes very well with the attack speed from her Q. And then you pick up an Infinity Edge and a Last Whisper, and she's just chunking people. Really, really scary spot for you to be in right there. You're separated from your team, and they have 3 people that can dive you. And Vi's going on that, and you can't deal with her because you don't have a Last Whisper. Sona doing everything she can. You're getting great PO from your team, which is really good. Oh, don't go like that though. Don't hunt for kills on Caitlyn. You die for that. That's not something you should ever do on an AD carry. You can't do that. And this is okay. I want you to notice how much resources your team is committing to protecting you and keeping you alive in this team fight. And then you throw it away because this Renekton comes at you and you don't run away from him. What you do is you hunt for this kill on this Caitlyn. When you do this, you walk into a full, like 75% full health Renekton and a Kassadin that can blow you up with less than half health. When you walk into that to try to kill their AD carry, you are dead. That is a complete suicide mission you have undertaken. That point, you should be thinking that I'm going to kill this Caitlyn and then I'm going to die. And you don't want to do that. This entire game, you have been so far ahead of this Caitlyn. Trading her life for yours is not worth it. Not worth it at all. You are so much stronger than this Caitlyn. and you didn't even trade it. And then you realize your mistake and you're like, oh shit, there's a crocodile right here. And here comes Kassadin and just blows you up. I mean, you can't do that. You cannot try to sacrifice yourself to kill the enemy AD carry when you are so much stronger than them. So really poorly played, poor decision right there. You did fine before that. You know, you're kiting back. You got great peel from your team to help deal with the Vi. And then Renekton was coming in by himself. You could just do the same thing and try to focus that Renekton, keep distance from Kassadin so he can't burst you. That fight would have been 100% different. It would have lasted a hell of a lot longer. And with so many minions knocking out their Nexus, you didn't even need to win that fight. You just needed to stall that fight for a long time. But you just walked into Kassadin and Renekton and to try to kill Caitlyn. And my point is that even if you killed Caitlyn there, that still wouldn't be worth it. You are so much stronger than Caitlyn and so much more valuable to your team than Caitlyn is. You finally have your last Whisper. That's very good. You finally are going to be able to deal with their tank line. You need a defensive item though, my friend. So when you're playing an AD carry without any escape mechanisms, against 3 champions that can dive you, you need a defensive item. I mean, you are so squishy right now, and that defensive item needs to come in the form of a Guardian Angel would be great, makes them hard to dive you. You know, they can dive and commit to killing you, but you're going to respawn. Even something like a Banshee's Veil wouldn't be bad. It would block Vi from just coming up and ulting you. It would block Renekton from just coming up and stunning you. It would block a large percentage of Kassadin's burst damage. Even Banshee's Veil might be a good pickup here. Or even just a Randuin just to help deal with Vi and Renekton. You know, that slow help you peel for them. Bottom line is that if you didn't go this Bloodthirster Infinity Edge build, you could have had Bloodthirster, Phantom Dancer, Infinite, or Last Whisper for a long time now. I mean, we're talking like 15 minutes ago you could have had your last Whisper. I think. I don't know. You can go back in the VOD and say when I said you could have had your last Whisper now. But you could have had your last Whisper for a long time, and you could have had a defensive item now. So you wouldn't have your Infinity Edge, so you would be doing less damage, but you would have a defensive item. See, you guys have 2 open inhibitors you can pressure right now, and that's really good for your team. Really dangerous Baron risk. Oh! Pick off that Janna. Oh, don't walk into the Renekton. You're just walking on top of him. Okay, so luckily that worked out just fine for you. But in general, you never want to walk onto a Renekton. That's just asking for trouble. Okay, great. End the game. End the game right here. I am having a hard... You said you lost this game, but I'm having a really hard time seeing how you don't just end the game right here. They have 1 Nexus tower. Oh, because you guys can't decide to do the same thing? Is that the problem? And you can't kill this Caitlyn. And she's just killing you. That's... Okay. So, let's review your mistakes so far. Early in the game, it was this awkward 2v1, and you guys did well. You got the tower, and then you kind of went top and stuff, and you did pretty well. The only thing is you kind of didn't know where to go a couple times. Like you went mid, which was awkward, and you should have went top, etc. And I talked about that. So kind of just knowing where to be on the map and rotations. That's something that can be hard to do, but that's something you need to work on. And then I talked about earlier how when you get really fed in a game and you lose, it's probably because you did something stupid. And I talked about this spot mid. So here are your 3 biggest mistakes right here that all were significant mistakes on your part. The first was this fight here where you guys got the free mid inhibitor, and then you stuck around, you got greedy on getting that Q on Caitlyn, and it resulted in you guys fighting. Even though you just got the inhibitor for free and could have walked away, it resulted in you guys getting this fight and giving your shutdown gold up. Then there was this fight down here. Here, I don't remember which. Where everything was good, you got so much peel to help kill, I think it was right here. You got so much peel to help kill the Vi that was on you. It was great. It was great. You guys were doing fine. You could have backed up and killed the Renekton. And you walked into Renekton and cast it in to try to kill Caitlyn. Didn't even kill Caitlyn and just suicided that. Second, very large mistake. That was a one team fight for you. Could have just backed out, kited the Renekton out, done a ton of damage. The longer that team fight went, the better, because you literally had 20 minions over here pounding on Nexus towers. So you need to just stall out and kite that fight, not all in to try to kill that Caitlyn. And then right here, this mistake is just massive. I mean, I'm gonna watch this again because I want you to understand how bad what just happened is. So this. It's just Janna and Caitlyn up. You guys have 4 people left. There's one Nexus tower standing between you and Freedom, and there's a free inhibitor. So let's watch this. So there's obviously some indecision about what to do. Bottom line is you just do something together. Instead you split. Okay? This is what's hard about solo queue. Turns out you can't really take this tower while Caitlyn is beating the shit out of you. And then this is the bad part. Spammers in my chat, get out of here. Okay, this is the bad part. You just start letting Caitlyn hit you right here. She starts hitting you with red buff, and you just keep walking away, hitting the inhibitor. I mean, you just let her kill you. Just straight up, you let her kill you. You can't just. You could have just started right-clicking her and you would have killed her. You do more damage. You do significantly more damage to her. You could have just killed her right there. You could have killed her, and that might have been the game. I think Cassidy was up in time, but I mean, that's 3 massive mistakes you've made that have completely thrown away the fact that you were the strongest person in this game. Just throwing that fact away, and caused your team, significant. Disadvantages, and I mean, the other ones before this one haven't really cost your team any objectives, but what they have done is they've resulted in your team completely losing pressure, and resulted in your team, instead of getting away with stuff for free or the possibility of getting things, you're giving up stuff. So it's just not good. Oh, and this Kassadin is just so strong. He's almost one-shotting Kennen. I mean, this could very well be game. They could end it off this, like you guys should have been able to do. They could end this. No, they're too afraid. But you can't chase this. I mean, that was already incredibly scary that you guys were that aggressive with them in a 4v3 situation. Even without Kassadin, it's still 4v3. So, anyway, this game is getting interesting. Oh, this Baron attempt is so risky. You don't have an Oracles, you don't have a Pink Ward, you don't know where they are. Okay, I'm so glad you left that. That was such a scary Baron. Oh, and your volley DCs. That's not good. If he's gone, I mean that's the game. Okay, he's back. Good. So, I know one thing in your email, you're like, you wanted me to comment on your CS abilities. I didn't really pay attention to your CSing in this game. You had a 2v1 lane, so you should have gotten 100% of the CS. That's pretty much what it means. You were 2v1, and you should have gotten every single last hit that died, and if you didn't, then you fucked up and made mistakes. Yeah, this is that dive comp that I said, where you're gonna have a really hard time. Just keep the auto attacks up. Don't walk into Renekton like that. Oh, you're tunnel visioning on kills. Okay. And you're hitting Race. Okay, so let me rewind this and I'll try to highlight. Let me talk about team fighting as an AD carry. So, as an AD carry, you are the highest sustained damage champion, and a lot of people think that what that means is that your priority should be to kill high priority targets and stuff like that, especially at low levels. As the AD carry, you should try to kill their squishies. That's not true at all. As the AD carry, you are the highest damage person on your team, so you are the one that should kill tanks, essentially. You're the only one that can kill tanks, pretty much. And that's why AD carries are so important in team fights. If you die as an AD carry, their tanks are almost going to be unkillable. It's going to be very hard to kill them. And so when you are an AD carry in a team fight, the success of how you play a team fight is almost entirely how many auto attacks you get off. Your mentality as an AD carry should be to get off as many auto attacks as possible on anyone I can as safely as I can. So right here, you get dangerously close to this Renekton. I mean, let's start it from back here. Okay. Anyway, so right here. Okay, well, I mean, I guess he double dashed and flashed onto you, which is fine. I mean, that's hard to deal with. So you get great peel from Volibear and Sona. She's crucibling you. She's doing everything she can. She's ulting. You're burying nothing, so make sure to save your barrier when you're guaranteed to take damage. Like during Vi's ult would have been a great time to barrier. That's just a good move by you, getting in the bush so that Vi drops vision. And now you just need to auto attack. Auto attack, auto attack, auto attack, auto attack, auto attack, auto attack. So you're missing time for auto attacks right here on Vi. And then here. Why are you still walking forward? Don't walk forward right there. You're walking forward into this Renekton, which is really not good. You were already in range of auto-attacking Vi. You're still walking forward into him. Don't walk forward. Walk back. I know Vi is low and you want to kill her, but recognize that Renekton's coming into you and just keep moving back, and now you need to hit Renekton. Now this Renekton's on you and he's the one you need to hit. And see, right there, when you took this step here, it's like you were still hoping you could kill this Vi. Your priority needs to shift to, I can attack Renekton, I'm going to attack Renekton. As an AD carry, your goal, you just attack whatever you can, as safely as you can, not the Wraith. 2 auto attacks on the Wraith is not good, that's stacks, etc. I don't know why you're running this way. You can run this way. So when you run this way, Volibear has the opportunity of throwing this Renekton, because he's Volibear, his flips up. He can flip someone, he can flip Renekton off you, and you can run this way. But when you're running this way, now Volibear can't flip Renekton, because he's on the wrong side to flip him away from you, and you're just running into 3 more people. So I don't know why you chose to run this way. It's just poor positioning from you as an AD carry in that team fight. You need to make sure you're keeping your distance from bad things and you're constantly auto-attacking. That might be game. They can just look to finish. Yeah, I mean, they're just gonna finish the game. Oh, unless Sona's doing work, though. Hold on. No, Vi's ult and Caitlyn is barrier. Okay, so is that game? Cannon's up in 1 second. That's not game. Okay, this game is the never-ending game of throws. Okay, Cannon with the smite. Picking up the kill on Renekton. Great. You don't have Sona, so this could still be 4v4. You don't know. But you guys have Baron. Okay. Oh, Cassidy just blows Kennen up. Okay. Kennen's still no magic resist. Okay, so you have Baron buff now. You guys can look to make plays. It's a little dangerous. The enemy team finally has a gold lead, which is really scary for you because you guys have been losing every single team fight that's happened, even when you have a 10k gold advantage, and now they have a gold advantage, and that is just really scary. Oh, Renekton GA. Don't walk onto the Renekton, no! Okay, okay. I'm gonna rewind this. What? I'm confused. Okay, anyway. Why is everyone standing at Baron? Did I just break law replay? Okay, oh shit. Okay. What the heck? Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Anyway, bottom line is, as far as your auto attack range is 575, that's like this. It's like from where you are to here, like the start of the tornado-ish. I may be wrong there, but that's about what it is. And so, you never want to get closer than that to anything. Period. You never want to be closer than that to anything. And the fact is, Renekton just GA'd. Maybe you didn't notice he had a GA or something. And then Vi is still alive and like right here in the fight. And you just walk up on top of the resurrecting Renekton right next to Vi. I mean, you're 100% dead if you do that. I mean, and it's exactly what happened. Vi's just like, oh sweet, Varus is here. She dunks you, you flash out, it doesn't matter, they just gap close on you and kill you. Janus skin is awesome. Anyway, our replay is glitching out. I can't even fast forward anymore because we're technically live. I don't know. Anyway, I think that might be game. Maybe Kennen still has ult, supposedly. Why do you guys all still have your ulties? No, he must not. It must be a bug up here. Okay. Anyway, so that's game. Alright, so biggest things about this game is you have to tighten up your play and you cannot make bad decisions in general. And the biggest thing with your play is you need to learn how to properly position as AD carry. I mean, that's the biggest thing with your play is that I've seen is that your positioning with AD carry is weak. Granted, it was a very hard team to play in AD carry with no escapes against. Kassadin, Vi, Renekton. That's a very rough diving combo. But your team was helping you peel a lot. Your team did a great job, and it was just down to positioning for the reason why you died a lot. I highlighted those 3 big mistakes. Got the free inhibitor mid, you get greedy for the kill on Caitlyn, results in your team fighting and giving shutdown gold away. Down here, your team is doing a good job, you're kiting out, you're doing fine. You get greedy on the Caitlyn kill and you die and lose the fight instantly. When they had 20 minions knocking on their Nexus door, the longer that fight goes on, the better for your team. You just lose the fight like that. At least end the fight. I think you guys are more or less even, but in a situation like that, going... And then... I don't even remember the third. What was the third? Oh, where you just let Caitlyn kill you. That was the worst. So you guys are up 4 people to 2 people with 1 Nexus tower, half life left. And you guys couldn't decide on either to take the inhibitor or the tower, which is, I mean, that's gonna happen in solo queue. It's hard to come by that, to fix that. But the problem came when Caitlyn just starts hitting you, and you just keep walking away, and then hit the inhib once, and then she kills you. Like, you just needed to fight her. You were so much stronger than you. You had like 2 full items on her, and you could have killed her. And then just positioning in team fights down here in the Baron area, like right here, you can't walk onto a resurrecting Renekton next to a Vi. You need to keep your distance, and just hit whatever's closest to you. And kind of the same thing over here. You can't tunnel vision on a low health Vi. Just keep kiting, keep Renekton away from you, keep doing damage. And then your item build. Just don't go Bloodthirster Infinity Edge. I really tried to highlight what happened with your item build and why it wasn't good. You delayed your Last Whisper like at least 10 minutes, and in those 10 minutes, the Last Whisper would have been crucial. You could not deal with Renekton and Vi in those 10 minutes because you didn't have the Last Whisper. And then you didn't have a defensive item, so you couldn't deal with being dove on. If you had a defensive item, your poor positioning would have been much more forgiven. If you had like a Guardian Angel or something. And then this build water, go for a defensive item here. Just pick up a Giant's Belt instead of that item. You don't need 5 offensive items when you're already having trouble staying alive in team fights. If you're playing someone like Kate or Ezreal, or your positioning has been really good and they haven't been messing with you, or your peel's been great, then sure, going for a 5th offensive item is fine if you don't need it. But if you find yourself dying, you find yourself getting dove on in team fights, the defensive items are great. Okay, so I think that's going to be it. But thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to me on YouTube, follow me on Twitch, like the video, and all that fun stuff. Please follow me on Twitter, that's Rockalockalili LOL, and I will update you on, you know, if I have to cancel a stream or whatever, I do that on Twitter. My apologies for not streaming on Friday. I had a huge, massive interview on um, Thursday, and I was just really worn out. I just slept in on Friday, so sorry about that. I didn't cancel it or anything, but my bad. Okay, but I'm gonna go. So thanks everyone.